Alright, Christian. I spent probably more time trying to find a good comparison for you than anybody else. We're going to have a couple different videos. I think your arm slot and your arm angle and kind of your crossfire nature make it difficult to find different comparison because you're not traditional. Part of what makes you successful is that you're not traditional. The fact that you throw across your body, the fact that you have different arm slots makes you very hard to hit, but can also make your mechanics very difficult to repeat. So what we have to do is find a common ground where you're able to find your deception from, arm slot, arm angle, crossfire, throwing across the body, to being able to do that consistently and be able to throw strikes consistently and repeat our delivery. That's going to be the biggest battle. Got you compared here with a guy that's a lot bigger than you, 6'6", 6'7", and throws 100 miles an hour. But he does have similar slots, especially when you drop down. You'll see some very similarities. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we go. Chris Sale, one of the best pitchers in baseball, and who gives lefties an absolute fit, and most righties. So here we see you. It'd be nicer if you had cleats on. That's alright. Here we go. Watch the mechanics and delivery as you get through there. Alright. So let's rewind that back and watch that. Let's reduce size a little bit so we get you the whole frame in there. Alright, so let's get up to your balance point and then we'll get started. Let's get him going too. Alright, so balance point, pretty good. I don't know what you're looking at right here, but you do come home before you go to the plate from there. So as we watch our next phase, we get to balance position, and then we start breaking down, and we call our 2.5. Now, he comes really over that backside and really creates angle here. Now, you do, especially when you drop down, create angle. But if I look at this side here, look at that, very close, right? Angles are up. That's about where you're at and where he's at. Biggest difference, as we see this, is watch your front side and front foot and watch his. Look, he's still driving to the plate, and look at his front foot. He is still closed. His hips are still closed. Alright, you start opening up a little bit before you land. There he is right there. That's about the same position. The biggest difference is that he's got his foot down, and when your foot's down, look at you coming right there. Alright, you've already kind of lost some of your hips. Alright, so now as we rotate, we'll see very similar. Now he really gets quick on here and gets those hips out and gets through. Extension out in front. There's his release point. Now watch you. Alright, here you are. You're landing and you're rotating. And you're dragging, and now you get released right here, okay? Big things I see here, the biggest issue is that because you throw across your body so much, it is very difficult for you to get extended out in front with your lower half. Alright? So most of your misses, if you're going to miss, are going to be arm side high. Or you're going to have to pull it across, and it's going to be glove side low. Biggest difference with that and him is if you look at a release point right there, look at the lower half of him. Alright? Yes, he throws across his body. I don't know if this is as much as you, but when he gets out, look where his back leg is. Alright, now when you release it, look where your back leg is. You are still in contact. You have not pushed through, and you're not getting the leg drive that you can. I think you can still get more leg drive consistently, whether that's coming a little more directionally to the plate to help you get there, or it's working on really pushing more and getting more out the big thing you see right here is look at your collapsed knee, foot dragging on the ground. It's really keeping you from driving and getting more power in your lower half. Alright, now let's follow this through. There he goes, he's got good follow through, and you finish very similar. See, look at you now. You still haven't got that leg up. Still coming. And there it goes. Now now that it's still there, I think you just could get more out of it earlier. Alright? So I think the big thing we'll see is, especially when we go from behind, you'll be able to see a lot more. You see good balance here. I like this. This is good. You're starting to tilt those shoulders a little bit. The big thing here, a little bit more open. Alright, there goes the hips. Boom, when I land, I would like you to be a little bit more closed. And as I rotate, you really have to work on getting that backside through, because that is what is keeping you from being consistent on getting good action out in front and creating more power. I think it's more could be in the tank than what you have. We'll have to talk about and really show you how much you're coming, on your crossfire is what it's called, where you're really stepping basically from one side of the rubber to the other. Now what you're going to do is you're going to be very difficult to hit for left-handed hitters. Righties will see it. You're hiding it a little bit more by being across your body, but especially on lefties it makes life real difficult. So I think we're going to get a better picture when we actually go from behind and really look at it, but we see pretty good and smooth. I like how you're staying closed in your upper half. I like how they mirror, your front side and your back side mirror together good. And then you come through, you do get good extension. I do like the arm action you get right here. Good pronation. You're going to get good sink if you get a little more extended. Instead of releasing it back there, you can release it right there. That's what we're looking at. Alright, so all in all, it looks good. Let's look from the back side. I think we'll get to see more what I'm talking about.